they moved in, and they didn't send a note to my residence. They took paperwork or a memo from whatever corporate, anything that gave them a memo or note from whatever kind of pass me down, hand me down. Well, we heard this through these people that maybe a little birdie told us something about you people, and I didn't get a note, and I didn't get a memo, and I think I would walk up there and it says, well, this is me, this is what I am, and do you have any kind of information similar to any kind of information, that I'm telling you as a person that's, was born through 2990, at the old location, and the records, so it's somewhat similar, something somewhat similar, so it's a, and from there we could attempt a treaty, a sort of treaty, a sort of bargains, and says, because well, what they does is what they says is what they says is, yes, hello. We is the year New Haven. You will by abide by hospitalization policies or else hospitalization with machine gun assault rifles via AMRs. This is handgun grenades, stun flashers, pepper sprays. We must protect the ambulance. We must protect private capitalization hospitals of the year New Havens and the New London city limits. All residents, regardless of memo, must abide by the paperwork we hold in corporate million billionaires is only. Or something insanely similar. The thing is I was around someone that works there, and they're supposed to be a life-saving thing, and I was in color as a Fire Ranger red, blonde hair, and blue eyes, and they started talking gobbledygook. They were wearing used sweats from the dollar store, and they crapped themselves, and it wasn't a shoe. Oh, and you are not who we say we were. I'm confused. I miss my mommy. I don't know. Let me home. Where's my bus? I'm in plain clothes. No. The thing is about the former Lawrence Memorial Hospital in the greeting room says yes. Before we had our audition in the gay 90s, the late 80s, this was the emergency room where babies were born. They were brought from, okay, I'm in labor, come in a second, we'll take the bus. We'll take the bus, it's right up the road. It's expensive, I'd spare no expense. Jurassic Park coming out soon. The Jeff Goldblum speech about chaos theory, something similar. And they put out, and then next thing you know, for close to a decade, Genoa Hospice, all ages accepted, all creed and color. Plug yourself into the dehumidifier for euthanasia through suicide at usual age of senior citizen. There's pictures of kids. There's a dog on it. It's like this big. Sorry, kid. We sold the place you were born to the incumbent employees here, as they were getting a little bit frustrated with planned move to New Mecca on the inners of the USA's. But next we have immediate transformation to uh, we are AMR. We are what we say you are. You are not what you say you are, but I'm AMR, AMR. I have a gun, you are. I do not know, it's not a record. Human cartoon. Oh no! Something similar, man. It's not right. It's not right. It's not tight. I have, and there's neighbors that hear me through the walls, and they says, "We're praying for you. We're praying for you. Jesus is the way." We don't understand what you're saying, and you're talking too loud for us because of our religion is Catholic. Nothing bad ever happened, and nothing bad ever will. Hopefully, I get to move out this October because I'm all aware that these things are on and off and are obtrusive beyond borders. But apparently, freedom of religion, even though it's verbal harassment and all sorts of assault by churches, this and that, and whatever. They've been doing that since about. Never mind. The point the point in bracket was it's not these times that are a changing, it's the town. We had a family bowl, it turned into an Aldi's. We had a Hess, it turned into some kind of like D-grade gas. We had the drive-in movie theaters, it turned to a convalescent hospice. We had a normal hospital that just had a teeny tiny hospice in it temporarily. Instead of removing the hospice, they remodeled the entire hospital and forced the residents to accept treatment regardless of the residents understanding what kind of transformation or acknowledgement of what kind of peoples the hospital has. Is like, I wonder if they understand the 91 hours of, well, this is what race I am, and etc. Or can have someone through computer science, if they have something like that, decode the UTIs, because I haven't given blood at the mandatory states that the or whatever kind of Yale, New Haven, anything is nearly forced on the residents. With the driving distance of their ambulances, or how fast the nurses can chase you, or if they have permit to act on behalf of corporate hospital USA subdivision something, and have understand the malpractice of residents in the area that have taken place since early 2009. 2008 was all right until they diagnosed, because he was Jewish. Nords don't exist, and if you are one, I'm going to murder you unless you murder yourself. Started that, maybe. Or still on, people cluck like cartoons and all sorts of things, yeah, sure. But not in larger America, and certainly not in, I don't know, the 90s is what I'd have to see from time to time, but in schools and this, and I gotta go. Chickity chick chick, 7:30 out.